Sorry about that. I had YouTube on the background. So I looked like a lost puppy there for a half second. Sorry about that. What's going on, everybody? This is Fifth Quarter Tailgate. I am Scott, and we have got a very, very exciting thing, and I just realized that I forgot to grab it. So I am going to take 2 seconds, go grab that real quick, and then I will be right back. Sorry about that. And take 2. All right. Hopefully, y'all didn't leave me, but maybe you did, and that's okay. Kind of helps when you're doing a non-bourbon review that you get the thing out of the fridge that you are reviewing. So, sorry, well, scatterbrained there. Didn't mean to do that to you, but looks like looks like Evil's in the house. That's and looks like Zembo's also in the house. I'm glad you're singing, Evil. You were, yeah, all of those things. All of those things. You were having fun. All right, Evil, how you doing, buddy? We had a few beverages tonight. What are we drinking? What are we doing? What are we sipping on? I am don't have anything in my glass right at the moment, but I was sipping on the what is it? Lost Monarch cast drink. Earlier we did a Patreon live stream, so if anybody is a patron and wants to go check that out, it was just me and Troy Man hanging out, talking about Lost Monarch and some other things that were in the area, but nothing too crazy. Right now I've got a little of some Maker's cast strength before, just kind of wake up my palate before we get into the main event tonight. It's going to be a little bit of a shorter stream tonight. I do have to be up kind of early in the morning. I've got football game at 11 o'clock. So that means I've got to be at least down there by 9. So, yeah, that's going to be fun. It's the last game of the season, folks. Thank God. Bottoms up. Anyway. Oh, Nick, the Packers are done. What the fuck? Yeah. Don't root for anybody that I root for this year. Apparently, it's been a rough season for a lot of people. Not for the Titans, not for the Vikings, not for the Bills, but Packers and everybody that I have picked to be in the final, they are out. They are done. Pretty much. I mean, I did see a stat where Packers were at this. Basically, they had this record in, I think it was 2016. and they ended up winning the, or at least going to the conference championship. They won the next 8 and went to the conference championship. So keep the faith, Nick. Keep the faith, man. We gotta keep the faith. But anyway, so let's see if got a couple people in here. If you're lurking and twerking, just go ahead and say, hey, what's going on? We've got so far Evil and Nick Proman. I think Zenbode was in here earlier. Mr. Derek Patton. Oh, shit. Derek Patton got a job. Can't stay long. I have things to do early tomorrow. Derek Patton, come on for like 2 seconds. For like, and I want to give you a celebratory toast. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly post that link in chat. And I want you to come on and just like give a celebratory toast. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. I will pin that to chat. I know you said you can't be on very long, but I won't keep you. There you go. Should be in chat. Pop on here for a second. Yep. Wild card 6 games out first with 8 left. It ain't gonna be easy. But hey, crazier shit has happened, Nick. Derek Patton made no comments about the Packers. Welcome to my basement. And the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Derek Patton. How you doing, buddy?
How you doing?
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's been a long time. First week of July till now. Yeah.
Let me get it. Yeah, a little.
But I'm glad I got through this. I was going to complain earlier in the business about the money's not what I wanted. But then I took another look at the total package. I was like, you know what? There are people that have had children, large families, sent them all to college.
Yep.
For less than a quarter of it. So shut the fuck up. And I'm shutting the fuck up and saying, I'm happy, Scott.
I'm happy for you too, Derek. Congratulations and cheers, my friend.
Cheers. Thank you, Scott. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. That is not bad.
Mm-hmm. But I do plan on trying to go to church tomorrow.
All right, I'm gonna let you.
That's my plan. So I won't stay up too late tonight. But I saw you were on, so I came just to let you know that I had found employment.
That's great. I'm very excited about you.
Oh my goodness.
So
who is Nebraska?
Well, I don't.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, we play Wisconsin. So.
Oh, jeez. That means you guys could win.
Nope.
No.
No.
Have you seen the Badgers play?
I've seen the Badgers play, but
this season.
This season, but I've also seen the Packers. I've seen Nebraska play too, and it ain't good. I will say I'm optimistic because it's at home. It's the last game of the year. I think a lot of people are wanting our interim coach to be named head coach before the next game, before the Iowa game. Do I think it's going to happen? I don't. I just don't think he doesn't have the wins that he probably should have. Right. If he had made more wins, maybe. But
how strong are the boosters in Nebraska? Do they have any sway?
Yeah. They have this way. Okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so to give you a little bit of a idea of how much sway they have, we have this sellout streak that we say, oh yeah, we're We had the sellout streak since 1961. Like everybody goes,
Mhm.
it's 90. You know, depending on how big the stadium is, we shrunk it and made it bigger, and shrunk it and made it bigger. But we won't go into that. There's some asterisks along the way. But anyway,
I like
all right,
that.
hold on. I'm gonna bring on one guy before I. What's up, Mr. Stahl? How you doing?
I'm up after 10, Pigsley, and I'm like, I'm going on his stream.
All right. So anyway, no, the boosters. What's that?
Not gonna lie, I've been drinking.
Yeah, well, so have I.
So
We had a little bit of a Patreon stream earlier.
I missed it.
You did. It's okay though. Oh, you can get the replay. It was me and Troy Man talking about Lost Monarch cast strength. So
I'm
it's
drinking.
pretty interesting.
I'm making
Spoiler alert. If you can find the Lost Monarch cast strength, buy it. It is delicious. Maybe better than 4-Gate Boo Rye.
Wow.
For the price? For the price. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But like,
The 4-Gate Blu-ray, the new one is really good, but I mean,
I think
it's expensive. You've got to really blow me away. I think when it's $200.
yeah. So anyway,
This is opened up. Not sure I
what's
love
up,
it.
Zach? How you doing? We're gonna talk a little.
Cheers.
Here.
Zach
I'm
and I
ready.
were
Let's
in
go.
the
Oh,
background
let's
on another-
freaking go. No, but anyway, going back to your statement, Derek. So we had this sellout streak at Nebraska since like 1960, whatever that
1963.
3, whatever. This year and in the last couple of years, there have been some donors who have been very generous and maybe have gotten a deal on a lot of new tickets.
And donating those to veterans or
Yeah.
cool kids.
They're giving them away to
keep the streak alive. Okay, all right.
But to keep the streak alive, they're donating them to good
Right.
causes. But I think there's some fans who go, okay, like $10 a ticket when everybody else is paying $80.
Ooh.
Like,
Ouch, that hurts.
as
Well,
season
yours is more with your seat donation, right?
yeah, we won't go into that.
Okay.
Wait, I'm assuming you're a season ticket holder, right?
I am a season ticket holder.
How close to the 50-yard line are you?
I am not. I am in the end zone
Okay.
in front of the student section where I get to dodge fireball low bottles all day. So that's fun. But you know what? I wouldn't trade my season tickets for the world. I love my area. I'm right on the Nebraska side of the corner. So like I get to see in or out
I
on
don't
the
know how
Nebraska
you do it
side.
this time of year because Nebraska gets way colder than Colorado, in my humble opinion.
Oh, it's going to be
Freezing our
But-
balls off last Saturday when the Promans were here.
I'm pretty sure at kickoff it's supposed to be 22.
Oh my goodness. I'll tell you a joke.
Better get beer because that warms you up.
Oh, I would love to get beer if we could.
Oh, you can't get beer?
There is no alcohol inside the
WTF,
stadium.
man. WTF. You can get
It's
vodka.
so yeah. Well, we can thank Tom Osborne for that. Thank you. Thank you so much for Tom Osborne for that.
I wanted to tell you
There's
this,
a
Scott.
song about Tom
I don't
Osborne.
forget which game it was. One of Nebraska's game was prevalent in one of my channels, and me and my wife.
Probably the Illinois or Indiana game.
It
Or,
might have been one of those. And I actually was sitting there because I think it was I texted you, were you at the game?
yeah,
You
it was the
applied,
Illinois
yes, you
game.
were. And I do remember with my wife, I was sitting there just like a groupie, Scott. I was with my wife going, Scott's at this game. And he's a season ticket holder. I think he is. I go,
Yeah.
the camera's going to get him. The camera's going to get him. So I was sitting up watching the TV. But the problem, Scott, was that there were just so many dropped passes on both teams. It seemed like neither team was ready to play, and I had to change the channel.
Zach may know. Was that the game that was Casey out of that game? There was one game. Like, there's been a couple games now that he's been out. But our main quarterback who can throw when he wants to.
Yeah.
Like
I have to go back and look at the schedule.
but he
Oh yeah,
It's
that's
just been a
right.
season of heartbreak.
You and Zach kind of have that Nebraska love
that's what's
affair
up.
in common.
That's right.
29
You went to Nebraska, Zach, correct?
29 October.
2002 to 2006, the worst run you can possibly imagine.
It was 29 October. It was the game.
2004 to 2008.
You at Northwestern?
So welcome to my joint.
We
overlap.
We missed like our first bowl game in like 53 years. Like
Derek went to Northwestern.
Yeah. Well,
No, I
Nerd.
went to DePaul, but close enough.
nerd.
Oh, the Blue Demons.
nerd.
Yes.
But
You cared
anyway,
about
With
school.
no
Awesome.
football team.
I remember DePaul Blue Demons when WGN had like the Chicago Cubs and all that, which was like everybody who had cable could get the Chicago channel, which was WGN or something.
WGN, absolutely.
Yep.
And so I would watch the Cubs games, and they would always be advertising for the Blue Demons. I hated the Blue Demons. Just kidding. I knew nothing about them. It was fine.
I don't know. I think that's
that's just mean. That's mean shits. Why you gotta be mean to Zach like that?
Whoa, shits. Last time
Wow.
I sent you a funny video on TikTok. That's Shits and I's relationship is just sending each other funny videos
Movies
on TikTok.
Yeah, I do remember that
TikTok where you
when
have
we were
to
the
pause it
beast.
at exactly the right time to see her in a bikini. I know you've all seen that one. Don't act like you haven't. Am I drunk?
Did
I just
No, you're frozen.
You froze.
I'm froze.
You were froze for a minute. You're good.
Yeah, Nick.
Kind of.
Y'all remember.
You're kind of in 12p, but you're there.
Oh, that's why I'm on the stupid. Don't ever get Xfinity. It sucks.
That's when I started going. So I started going. My first season ticket that I ever started going, my dad bought. Started getting tickets way before he was in college when he started getting tickets. But he started getting me tickets in 1994. And if anybody knows about anything that happened in 1994 with Nebraska, it was the first year that they had the back-to-back championships. So I'm in. I'm in.
A coach named Tom, right?
And a guy named Tom Osborne.
Okay, I knew. I
Chris
know this guy.
Ledoux. That was the song about Tom Osborne that had Tom Osborne in it.
Was it Chris Ledoux or was it? There was somebody else.
Let me see.
Oh man,
Chris Ledoux.
I don't have it framed yet.
nice.
94 and
Yeah,
85 national champs. T phrase.
My dad has all of those, but I always say, man, I'm gonna have a hell of a collection when you pass away. Because he literally Rozier, freaking.
The 83 scoring explosion.
He has obviously what's his name, Johnny the Jet Rogers. He's a jersey. Funny story about Johnny the Jet Rogers. So I'm in the hospital, right, and I'm just sitting at the table eating waiting to eat, and
Yellow.
yeah. Pretty much. It was not much better than that. Anyway, all of a sudden this guy comes, there's a guy that's sitting in, and he's a bigger guy, and I'm I don't know who he is, but he had a knee replacement or whatever. And all of a sudden this guy walks in, sits down at the table, and it's Johnny Rogers. Apparently the guy I had been sitting next to was an offensive lineman back in the 71. And he made this big block for Johnny Rogers, and so Johnny Rogers is just over here just hanging out, talking to the guy, and because he was teammates with the guy and he knew him well, and I'm at the same table, that's Johnny Rogers. Mm-hmm. That's Johnny Rogers. I'm trying to play it off cool though, because you can't be weird, and. So I definitely after he got done talking with him, I said, Mr. Rogers, can I get your autograph? And he said, absolutely, man. So I have a picture of me with Johnny Jet Rogers. It's pretty badass.
Yeah, he had the famous punt return in the 71 game against Oklahoma, or 72.
Yeah,
Man, woman, and child, they put him in the aisles.
It was the game of the century, right?
When was the last time Nebraska played for a national championship?
2001 against that Miami.
Was it Miami?
Miami that had
that Miami team was
dumb,
ridiculous.
They had Clinton Portis, freaking
Sean Taylor,
DJ
Ken Dorsey.
That was the one that the Miami team that got in trouble for whores and all that kind of stuff, even though they were not the only team doing that. But you remember that? DJ Williams, who's a former Bronco, he was part of it.
It was Willis McGahee. It was
they all had
Frank Gore. It was that team was sick, and all we had was Eric Crouch.
So did I tell you?
I was at the Rose Bowl, 50-yard line, and I had to sit through that entire fucking game because my dad will not leave a game until it is over. And I was like, Dad, it's halftime.
I respect your dad.
It's over.
We wanted to leave the CSU Wyoming game last weekend at halftime, even though CSU was ahead. I think Nick and Adriana would have been game. But we waited until the start of the fourth quarter, and I was like, should we just go? And I thought they were going to be like, no, let's stay. And they were both like, okay.
Wow.
Kind of surprised me.
All
right, y'all. Well, I'm going to pause for this discussion for a bit because I do want to do this little review that I have. So I did. I don't know if anybody has seen this, but I won. I got the Dr. Pepper Fanville bourbon flavored.
I'm going to dip
Dr.
Pepper. Scott. I'll try to come back, okay?
All right, no worries, man.
So, Scott, tell us what you had to do to get that.
So basically, you had to go online with your email to their Dr. Pepper rewards thing, and every day you had a little scratch off, a fake scratch off thing, and it told you once a day whether or not you won or not. I'm not telling you how many accounts I had, but I had a few, and I was getting discouraged after about 3 weeks of doing this and not getting it. So one night I'm 4 a.m. I'm right about to go bathroom. I woke up to go to the bathroom and I'm I'm just going to try it one more time. Sitting there. Congratulations, you're a winner. And I was like, okay.
Nice.
I got a little bit more excited at 4 a.m. than I probably ever have in the bathroom, but
now that made me chuckle.
Yeah. So anyway, what this is it's a bourbon flavored Dr. Pepper, non-alcoholic, unfortunately.
Okay, help me out. Do you have any of those that are cold?
This one is ice cold.
Okay, all right.
I made sure. So speaking of that, I got it in this box.
Right.
Okay. So I have closer pictures, better pictures. Let me pull those up. Like that. This is bourbon flavored. That little white thing pulls off. Then it you open it up and it has the description, and I'm not about to read that because I can't read that. It's a little small for me.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway,
150 calories. I read that shit.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
I wanted to skip past that. But it says featuring notes of aged oak, vanilla, honey, and cherry. This bourbon-inspired Dr. Pepper is limited edition legend. So they made 2,300 cans, 2,300 cans for the 23 flavors, right? That are apparently in Dr. Pepper. Let's see. And I think that's all of.
Pour it in the glass while it's still cold. I'm
All right.
being very serious.
So here we go. Here we go. We're gonna crack it open. Decent, decent. All right. I'm not gonna pour it all. I'm gonna save some to maybe mix it with bourbon or something.
Mm.
All right. Nose on it.
It's a
Smells like
soft
Dr.
drink.
Pepper.
It won't have a nose.
Smells like Dr. Pepper.
Down the hatch, baby.
Down the hatch. Kind of tastes like flat Dr. Pepper. A little bit. Like, I think the oak is causing it to just like mellow.
Mm.
Like a Soda Stream Dr. Pepper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like a little bit of an off-brand Dr. Pepper, maybe.
That's unfortunate. Because I was secretly hoping it was good. I drink 2 soft drinks.
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not great.
I drink 2 soft drinks a year, right? Because I have too many bad habits to fuck around with soft drinks. So, and the 2 soft drinks I have are both Dr. Pepper. So I was hoping it was good, but yeah. And by the way, one of the soft drinks I have is in 21 October on my birthday, on the same day that I have the German chocolate cake.
Yeah, I like the Waterloos. Those are pretty good.
Those are my jam. I do. I like
No
the
sugar.
strawberry or the grape. Grape is
Grape's good. Black cherry's good.
All right, Scott, we're coming upon 11:30. My self-imposed deadline.
well.
Hey, Nick, let Adriana know I got the foam middle finger. I will send that to Adam this week, and he can hand that off to Adriana whenever the two of them decide that they're going to see each other. For me, I've done my part. I got the middle finger foam finger, so I'm going to send it. I'm going to send it to Adam, and then I'm out of this.
All right, Derek. Well, congratulations on the new job. Good luck
All
to
right,
you.
thank you.
Take care, sir.
All right.
So, this is not good. It's not. No,
And how much was it?
0. I won it.
Oh, okay.
They just sent it to me, so I'm like, I got a free can.
Then that's not bad.
Dr. Pepper, don't sell this. I think they wanted to make it oaky, but they just like added wet wood flavor to Dr. Pepper.
Probably some additives to it, right?
And I think that like there is carbonation, but it's not like, I don't know. It's giving this weird like aftertaste in the back. All right. That's okay. That's gonna need some whiskey if I'm gonna drink the rest of that. I was gonna need some good whiskey. Not all right. Maybe I didn't pour enough. Maybe I need a little bit more carbonation. I don't know. Or maybe it went flat on me. I don't know.
I mean, it was a fresh crack. It couldn't have gotten.
No. All right. So my choices are E.H. Taylor, small batch, Maker's Mark cast strength, or Cooper's Craft. That's what I have near me. I'm trying to think what goes with like a cherry. That's kind of why I grabbed the Maker's. What's the cherry?
I think small, like the EHF small batch is like maybe too sweet.
Yeah, that's like too grapey and too.
Yeah,
That's out.
Cooper's such a solid bottle for $30.
Yeah. You know, it barely gets here, so when I get some, like I have to like buy like
Grab
a
it.
lot. Yeah. The at least 100 proof. The other
Yeah,
stuff,
we get like the mid 80s one.
all right. I'm thinking this has like apple. That might add something to it, right?
Yeah.
I remember Cooper's Craft is like an apple-y. Yeah. I don't know. Let's try it. I'm not gonna put a lot in there, but don't look at what I'm doing. Finger stir. Whatever. Forgot a spoon. It already smells better.
Okay.
So. Eh. That just amplified the wet wood. All that. Oh, man. What a disappointment. Should have left it in the can, right? Oh, well. I saw that like they're going on eBay for like $100. And I was like,
Well, are they being posted for $100 or are they actually being sold for $100?
I think it said last sold was $100. And I was like, okay.
It's kind of like the whole Taylor Swift ticket thing. Like, oh, our ticket's really going for 50 grand.
Yeah. They're not even coming in. She wasn't even coming anywhere near here. So
I was one of the guys that hung out for 6 hours and got tickets for my wife and I. So I was
look
the
at you.
hero. I was the hero of the day.
Hero husband. There you go. I assume she's coming to Mile High.
Mile High, yeah. So we're not like Mile High. They consider it 5 levels. So it's like the 100 level, then it's a sweet level, mid level, sweet level, then the top. We're essentially lower bowl. Well, not lower bowl, mid bowl.
Mid bowl.
So yeah, I'm stoked.
That yeah. I mean, I probably wasn't gonna be number one in that list, that line, but I'll let you be there with your wife.
Now I was on another stream with Stahl. I'm like, I got my family all set up for next year. I got tickets for Monster Jam for my toddler. I got Springsteen for me, and I got Taylor Swift for the wife.
Nice.
Got all the check boxes.
I'm going to Journey and Toto.
Is that in Omaha?
No, it's here in Lincoln.
Oh, where's the venue?
They probably since you've been here, they built Pinnacle Bank Arena, which is like a 40,000 big arena.
The basketball place.
Yeah.
I went to a spring game.
It's okay.
2017, 2018. Yeah, we hung out in that little beer garden area beforehand.
Oh yeah,
it was a Mike Riley area.
The rail yard.
Yeah.
Which dumb name, but whatever. Man, this is hard to drink. Like the sides of my tongue are like starting to get weirdly numb.
Interesting, like a Listerine type.
A little bit. It's kind of like nummy, like wood, like whatever
like
the
old school, like the 80s orange version of Listerine.
Mm-hmm.
Like your grandpa's Listerine.
Yeah. So it's not a good mixer. It's not I mean, man. I was hoping if it was bad, like at least a mixer, like it could have been like, but that just amplified the weirdness.
Sometimes you just keep to the basics. You guys got 23 flavors, Dr. Pepper. Just
We
let
don't
it
need
go.
24. We don't need 24. But see, I like Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper. I drink Dr. Pepper all the time. Like the Diet Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper Zero. Those are my favorite.
Diet Dr. Pepper is the best diet soda
Diet.
out there.
Hello.
That's my wife taking the dog.
Yeah. Gotcha. No, has chat not moved, or is it just like me? Is it my? I don't know.
I have not seen anything since Nick.
Okay, Nick. Thank you, Derek. Okay, that's fine. There's only 5 people watching, so I mean, whatever.
So what do you think? What's the latest in the area about the coaching search? I'm hearing it could be Rule announced in the next 10 days. If he is not announced in the next 10 days, it will not be him.
I think I don't think it's going to be Rule. I think whoever it is, I have a theory that whoever it is still coaching and will be still coaching in the championship weekend. So I think that Trev wants to go after somebody who's won and not
So who
ending at a. I don't know. I think. Well, I've kind of floated sometime Dave Aranda. I think he might. He's not going to be coaching in championship weekend, but
yeah.
might be him. I mean, Nebraska is 100% willing to pay up. Like we're gonna spend dumb amounts for somebody. Do I think Aranda's it? I don't know. Dr. Pepper. Yeah, Tony, just go watch the last like 10 minutes. You'll find out whether or not I actually like that. Spoiler. Don't. No. It's not good. It's sitting over here. But no, I don't think he's gonna make I don't think he's gonna make an announcement until after the season's over.
I mean, that could be
a good thing, though.
Well, we're talking Black Friday's a week from
right
today. Jeez, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that the head coach of Washington could be in the mix.
Oh, man, that just gives me bad Mike Riley vibes. I don't know, man. I just it's got to be somebody that the fan base is going to like more than Mickey.
Yeah, well, you have to keep Mickey on for sure. You throw all the money at Mickey to stay as a wide receiver coach, associate head coach, head recruiter. And then
I think if Mickey doesn't get hired as a head coach, he's going somewhere else, and he's getting hired as a coach somewhere else.
Where's he? He's not gonna go to like Arizona State. He'd love. I mean, everything I hear.
LSU? Does he go back to LSU?
No, Brian Kelly brought in like 42 of his own guys when he took over there.
Yeah.
So I don't think he would do that. Mickey seems like he loves Nebraska.
Oh, without a doubt. Like he lives, breathes, dies. I think he would get paid $1 and wouldn't matter. Like, like.
It's just as long as the relationship with the new coach is cool with him.
Mm-hmm. That's why partially I think it's going to be Dave Aranda. Because they've worked together. They've worked together. Yeah, he's defensive minded, so he's not going to care what, If he may bring on Mickey and say, hey, you're going to be my offensive coordinator. He'll keep him on as offensive coordinator, recruiting coordinator, associate head coach. They've worked together.
Where did they work together at?
LSU. He was Aranda was the defensive coordinator at LSU.
Okay.
When Mickey was there as wide receiver coach. He also worked with Bill Bush at LSU. Like, but if you want to keep those three together, like, you want to keep unity, it makes sense.
But have we done that for so many years? Of like, do we want to keep so much? Like, yes, Bush has done a great job. That's like the hard thing of like, you just want to blow it all up.
I can't waste this though. Like, I feel like I can't waste this shit. Like, kind of makes me want to vomit though. I'm not. It's not getting drank. I'm sorry. It's not good, Dr. Pepper. Stop it. Don't do that ever again. But anyway, going back to that. I think here's what's going to happen. Half the fan base is going to riot if Mickey Joseph isn't picked. And then the other half of the fan base is going to riot because Mickey Joseph was picked. And what wasn't picked. You know what I mean? It's like
if we lose to Wisconsin, I don't think it's half Mickey. I think he loses 10 to 15% with if we lose to Wisconsin, if we lose to Iowa.
Say we beat Iowa, we beat Wisconsin. We still have a losing record. I mean, we still have a losing record. He went, he even has a losing record because then he still would have been 4-5.
Yeah, I just don't think.
I don't. Yeah, it's hard. It's like I don't think anybody knows except for Trev Alberts.
Yeah, which is a testament to him of how close knit that he's kept it. Like, there's not been leaks.
I mean, there has been a lot of Deion Sanders is coming. That shit's not gonna happen, folks. Like, come on.
I mean, kind of would get a little excited about that, but it could just be a flash in the pan. I don't know. I mean, nothing was more disappointing than that Mike Riley hire. I was like,
dude, I remember waking up that day because they did it really early.
Yeah, it was like,
and like it was like dead in the morning, like 6 o'clock in the morning. They're like, Mike Riley's been hired, and then we're like,
and then like I was like on the message boards for a couple hours, and I started convincing myself, like, well, if he can get players to Corvallis, he can get players to Lincoln. We got this. Like, I just started selling myself.
Yeah, like I literally saw today that somebody was like, hey, we could get the guy from Army. And I was like, that literally is the Mike Riley hire. Like, if I've ever heard one. Like, who? Jeff Monken or whatever the F his name is. Like, yeah, just because he's I don't know, option coach. And I was just like, no,
it's not going to work in the Big Ten anymore. No. Like, those days are over. I am kind of happy that the whole Lance Leopold stuff has died out. I didn't think he would be the right guy. Like, that would not interject the fan base at all. Like, Kansas, when I was a student, we would walk in to the Kansas Stadium. Yeah. You didn't need a ticket.
No. Kansas State, the Midwest kind of things have. I mean, I'm hearing more outside of our.
Yeah, even Matt Campbell's cooled off.
Yeah, they just haven't had the season. If they had like rock star seasons, maybe. But they haven't. Even KU has kind of faltered here at the end towards. Mm-hmm. So it's like KU started hot. Yeah, I mean that could have been okay, but
it was a sweet story. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
but no.
I think they have to look back to Frost having his hot start at UCF, and then being like, was this real?
Well, I mean, you got a recruiting hotbed.
Yeah,
Nebraska's not a recruiting hotbed anymore, and they haven't been in 10 years.
No, he's got to dominate the 500-mile radius.
Yeah,
like you get every kid that you need to get from St. Louis, KC, Denver.
When local kids were going to Iowa, you know you're screwed.
Even when I was there, like, yeah, we were losing 4-star guys to Notre Dame, to Wisconsin. Yeah. It's like, oh,
So, Tony, I had to win it. So, like, I actually had to do effort to get the free can. I did do a little fake scratch off thing on their words page. So like they didn't pay me. This is not a paid endorsement. They didn't send this to me because I reached out to them. I won it. Dr. Pepper, don't sell this ever. It's not good. I'm drinking it because I feel bad. My face tells everything. Right here.
So do you subscribe to any of the online, the recruiting platforms?
Some of them, but I don't really follow. I think it's a lot of armchair quarterbacks, and
so I was on Rivals for 20 years, and then I moved on to the On3 when they.
That's the one I'm on right now. That's pretty much the only one, and that's just because Sipple is on there, and so I like Sipple.
I got banned for a year from the message boards on On3.
Good for you. That takes a lot there.
Yeah, it was when all the Scott Frost stuff was coming out about him drinking on the job and playing Golden Tee, and I went off on I didn't create my own thread. Yeah. I was just commenting. I was like, well, you guys are all complicit in this, and then you guys should be held accountable to the same standard, blah, blah, blah. And then now every time I log in, it's reminder I'm banned to September 17th, 2023.
That sucks.
So
Tony,
I can see the.
So you can read it, but you just can't. You can't.
No, I can't see the message board. So when they do the RSS scrolls, I can't see it. I can only see the articles.
Wow. Hey David, how you doing? So did I put whiskey in it? Yes, I put Cooper's Craft, and it made it worse. Not sure how, but it definitely there's a weird woody note that tastes like wet toothpicks that should not be there. Sorry. That's all I'm going to say about that. Anyway, yeah, well, that takes talent. I tend to avoid. I just don't. I also don't listen to the reaction show afterwards or anything like that because it's these people are morons that call into these. No offense. So the people the people on the message boards and all that. I'm just
I listen to 1620 of the Zone to get my local stuff because obviously it's not covered here in Colorado.
Right.
But how they're talking about the North Carolina State head coach, and it's oh, he'd bring his offense coordinator, Tim Beck. No, we're not doing that game.
We're not doing that again. We did that. God. For a flash in the pan, somebody said Gruden.
No.
And I was he's too
toxic.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
then they were saying Urban Meyer, who's probably the most toxic of them all. But
I still would probably sell my soul for that.
I'd
just take the chance.
I wouldn't.
Just see what happens.
No, I think people have lofty goals of who it's going to be, and they need to probably come down maybe a little bit.
I think it could be Urban if it was an extra year. If the Jacksonville thing was an extra year removed.
No, I don't. I think he likes his Fox gig. So
I mean, there's plenty of pretty girls for him to put fingers in butts.
Oh, I watched. I watched when they were in our corner, when they were here.
Oh yeah, they were literally in your corner. Yeah,
they were literally right in front of us.
Just
this whole, yeah.
Every time there's a touchdown towards her. I'm always like trying to do slow mo. I'm like, where's Scott? Where's Scott?
Oh, like I'm right in the front row, like right in the middle. Like I mean,
but it's always like so blurry, like because it goes.
oh yeah, because they just
Yeah.
right over us. But yeah, I've definitely like I get phone calls like I thought you. I'm like, okay, great, thanks. I don't because when they do that overhead cam of the student section, I'm like, yeah, I'm usually like one of the first rows that they show.
Gotcha.
And then, yeah. It's going to be an interesting couple of weeks. I think people need to be more patient.
An interesting 12 days. I think we have to have a Monday after Black Friday announcement. You would think, unless it is.
I'm thinking it's the Monday after championship weekend. Like, I don't think it's Black Friday. I think it's because I think so here's a weird Florida Bill O'Brien. He's coached in the Big Ten. He
did well with
the
sanctions at Penn State.
He's brought teams back from.
He did his rehab assignment at Alabama, which is what
right.
failed coaches have to do.
Yeah. I don't know if he has any connection with Mickey, but because he's an offensive guy,
I don't know
so
how long does he want to be here for? He seems kind of like a 5-year guy.
I mean, we're firing our coaches at 5 years anyway, so like.
True.
I mean,
I just remember watching that fucking UCF game in the Sugar Bowl, just knowing that we have Frost, and I was just like, man, we got our guy for 20 years. This is going to be amazing.
I looked at that, and I was like, well, the next ex-coach of the University of Nebraska. Like, I knew that he probably wasn't gonna.
Oh man,
I wanted him to, but I knew he wasn't gonna be the heir apparent.
Oh my gosh! If you would have talked to me then, Scott,
he would have been like,
we are gonna be winning national championships every 5 years. This is gonna be a train. Like he had that press conference, like, oh, we're not gonna adapt to the Big Ten. The Big Ten's gonna adapt to us.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
And I was like, let's fucking go.
I remember. I was there. I was. It's not.
But then it's all those old stories about him on the team, and
see, that's the thing. Like, though, I don't know how much of that off the field issues that have crept up we can ever believe.
Which about currently or when he was in
college? Both. I mean,
it was the cause. I mean, a lot of players resented him because of the Lawrence Phillips thing.
Yeah,
they kind of blame him for that because he was the one that was with LP's girl, and LP was just like, "I'm gonna grab you by the head and drag you down the stairs," and little Scott's gonna hang out in the closet.
Yeah,
and then
so there's that. But like because I mean, they make up stories about freaking Stullage.
I didn't hear him too many. So when I was in Lincoln, I worked in the admissions office. Mm-hmm. I heard every Tom Osborne story, which we probably should not be talking about on
right. I would like to live in the city of Lincoln. Thank you very much.
I know.
Let's just split. Not in Link. Okay. No. Tell you back and wants to know what you're drinking.
Oh, just a little Makers. Coming off of a break of drinking.
I was gonna say, how you doing, man? You doing well?
Yeah, you know.
It's happening.
Yeah, I had to take a break. It was good.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll talk off stream.
Yeah, for sure.
But anyway, no, like everybody was like right after Solich got fired, everybody was like, "Oh, he's fucking a cheerleader," and
Oh, I didn't hear any of
like,
that stuff.
it did happen.
Ah.
Like they were like, "This is why he got fired. He's fucking a cheerleader. His wife's divorcing him because of this cheerleader," and like I mean, they definitely. Like the media went after him for like infidelity issues and yeah, and like that was the real reason he got fired. And so like whenever like stuff that like this happens, I'm like, okay, but like you didn't say anything while he was coach. So like, did it actually happen, or did it like you just want to justify?
It seemed like it was always that T.O. just wanted his heir apparent to be selected, and then Steve Peterson came in and was like, "We're gonna go pro offense." And yes, we're 9-3, but those 3 losses were just so bad to Texas. You know, like it was like big blowouts. I don't remember ever reading anything about that stuff, but I mean, you were there.
I mean, I still hear about it. Like that Solis was fired because he was with that cheerleader.
He was like 61 years old. Like,
I know, it's like, ew, bro.
yeah.
First of all,
And it's not like he was like a built dude. He was
the 5'6", fucking 60-year-old man. Like, ew.
with a block, like a rectangle shaped body. Like, wasn't like just like, I don't know.
An old man. I don't. Yeah, I don't. Do I believe half that? No, but that's again like as soon it's like they said shit about Bell. Like they said, stuff about Mike Riley. Like whenever coaches leave,
Accused of riding his bike to practice.
yeah, right. Oh God, they did. Prescription bourbon. It was a 49-year-old cheerleader. At Nebraska, it might have been. I'm just saying. No. What? Oh, that. It was like accusations about his wife's health, and it was really fucked up. But it was that like he couldn't focus because his wife had Alzheimer's, and his wife had mental health issues, and it wasn't like. He didn't focus on the job when he should have focused on the job because he was focusing on his wife. And it was like, wow.
He was doing good stuff. Like, he was recruiting good players. Like, it was the whole Calabrasca stuff. Like, he was getting 4-star guys.
Yeah.
But, hey, it was good catching up with you. I got to
go to... I'm going to cut the stream early, too, because I got to...
It's
midnight. Go to the game. I'm going to the game. So, all
right.
I gotta
good seeing you, sir. Have a good one.
Yeah. All right, man. You have a good one.
Bye.
Bye. All right, y'all. So, like I said, I'm gonna wrap this up too. Probably not gonna do a back room. Anyway, appreciate you sending this to me, Dr. Pepper, or me winning this. Kinda. No, don't do this. Don't. I mean, I'm drinking it because I have to. Not really because I have to, but whatever. Oh, Tony, you reminded me. Happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I did put it in the description. I'm not gonna make a big deal about it, but like this holiday season, we kind of tend to not think about. We kind of get busy with holiday season. We don't think about like other people. And so what I'm asking people to do, I did put a link in the description for my thing, but I'm raising money for a local food bank here in town. No pressure if you don't want to donate. I don't blame you. I'm just asking if you donate to mine, great. If you donate to go find your own local food bank, give them some money. I'm going to be doing that throughout the holiday season. I'm just going to remind people at the very end that we need to donate to our local food banks now, because especially people, when it gets colder, they're trying to find food. So you can go to feedingamerica.org to find your local food bank. Please do that. As little as $5 matters. That buys a meal. So that's all I'm going to say about that today. But I appreciate you guys. The links are in the description if you would like to donate to any of those organizations or find your own. You can. I'm not even gonna I will briefly mention just to thank all my patrons. Thank you for being patrons. You guys make this run, and my Patreon is in the link. The link is in the description as well. So I do have a couple new patrons this month. Kathy Jo Wyatt and Mike Stahl, and I believe Troy Man is also a new Patreon this month. Appreciate y'all and the other Patreon members. But so from now until probably January 1st, I'm just going to remind everybody, go donate to your local food bank. And if you need help trying to find yours, reach out. I will help you try to find one. Thank you all, and have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I will be live next Friday, same time, same bad channel. Cheers, everybody. Hold on, I'm not going to cheers with that crap. So, we'll cheers with some E.H. Taylor. So, cheers.